Hello.
I don't.
Welcome.
I thought she was going to do the outer space thing. Did you see it?
Oh, I'll put on for 30 seconds. Ready?
I saw nothing.
30 seconds probably too much. It'll make everybody car sick.
Okay, we'll do 5. We'll do 10 seconds. Okay, hoppers. If you're joining us, tell us where you're joining us from. We're going to come back to you in 10 seconds.
No, don't disconnect them. Like it makes me feel like I'm moving. Okay, so did anybody see that? I feel like we have some echoes. Will you go like over in the other room and listen to see if the sound looks
Dayton
good?
in.
Yay, Dayton, Indiana.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a Dayton, Indiana.
I just
Is there a
Dayton,
Dayton,
Ohio.
or Hawaii? That's what you started to say. Is there a Dayton, Iowa? I read somewhere that there is for every. Well, no, it would be some. How are you guys? It's freezing cold in here, but my gray sweatshirt is not fashion, so I'm going cold tonight. We're just gonna have to move and get excited. It's summer. I feel like, we should be summer. So, okay, we got more people on. Let's see. Indiana, Cedar Lake. Well, this is going to be fun tonight. Most of these names look like they're fairly easy for me to read. Maybe we should start with our typical disclaimer that neither of us went to, I swear there's a class in TV broadcaster school that teaches you how to pronounce things that you've never seen or heard before. We did not go to that school.
But even if we did, there's last names and even some first names that will throw us.
And it's going to be bad sometimes. Now, we encourage and enjoy phonetic spelling to help us. Doesn't mean that we're going to remember it to draw us later, but good luck. You've picked up, your memory is better than mine. Like, I feel like you see it and then you remember it. We have to switch.
And wait, Colleen and Wendy, I just changed your names. I think you guys need to introduce yourselves in case people don't know who you are.
Oh,
who doesn't know who we are?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm Betty
this
Jo.
is their first shop hop.
Betty.
I'm Taylor Swift.
Well, they didn't have the. Let's see, who could I be then? Oh yeah, they didn't have the flats in Indiana this year, so
right?
They won't know where we are. But if anybody else was on any of the other hops last year, you know what we're talking about. Okay, so we have a ton of stuff to do tonight.
That being said,
she switched it back.
This is Colleen.
That's me, and this is Wendy.
It's the Colleen and Wendy
and
show.
Maddie, where are you, Maddie?
I'm here, but I'm just talking.
Right? And we have Brooke and Chris, and we didn't make them come up tonight. Yay. So Brooke and Chris are behind the scenes.
They are our scribes tonight.
Right. They have an important job because they are making sure that if your name gets drawn, it gets entered into the system correctly so you actually get your prize. However, if they make a mistake, I get to keep them all.
And if somebody entered the address wrong, or there's a typo in and it comes back, I get it.
Yeah. So it all works out then.
Yeah.
And then we also have a summer intern who is now listening in the other room to make sure our audio is good. And then she'll be back helping us monitor names or questions or things like that. So let's do a quick review before we kick off. We're just letting a few more people get on to watch us. So if you haven't already, make sure you share this and you do a shout out to all your quilties on Facebook so they can join. If you're at a watch party or a watch potty tonight, shout out so that we know, because those are always fun to do.
How many people are in a watch party?
It could be 2. I mean, if you talk to yourself, it could be 1.
So on our old screen, I'm just asking this while we're live, we used to be able to see the shares. Can we see that, Maddie?
Probably not. Because we're doing it.
You know, that's a great question.
It doesn't. You
report
get on
back
that.
to you.
And Maddie, the other thing that I was going to ask is while you're doing that technology research, could you find a camera that is like has a blurred skin so that you can't see our wrinkles?
You can actually.
I
do
mean,
that in
when
the
I take my
settings.
glasses off, I look awesome. But if I put my glasses on, I see my wrinkles. Okay, so we have regions. And so what we're going to do tonight is we're going to pull and draw prizes per region. You got an entry for a region if you visited all the stores in that region and collected the stamps, put it on your passport, and sent it to us. We will have people that you hear their names drawn twice tonight, or maybe sometimes 3, because if they visited several regions, they might have entries in all. I don't know how many of you guys can see this, but we have lots of buckets here. So what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4
regions.
6 regions, halfway.
But then we have halfway. We have a bonus store.
Oh yeah. We have the grand prize.
And we have the entry level.
Yes. So we have lots of ways to win. So that's how the cookie crumbles. And you know, it's like winning the lottery. If you buy a lot.
And that's what we say. So for those of you who do hear your name multiple times, this is the rule. It's not in the fine print, but it just goes. So we have put luck in your aura. You have to go buy a lottery ticket. And then we split it 50-50.
Right. Or at least we get to go on vacation. I think I wouldn't complain if they sent us on a nice vacation. Okay. So let's see what else. And so then tonight, or what's going to happen afterwards? Because you're in charge of that.
Okay. So tonight we'll do the drawings. Then I will go proof the spreadsheet, make sure everything is the I's dotted, T's crossed. And potentially tomorrow, the winners list will be posted on the website. Then we will also put a link on the Facebook page to the post that is on the website. We'll also send the list to the stores. And then we begin shipping Palooza.
So we will be sending you your prize if we physically have it here tonight, and you'll see some of them. Otherwise, you're going to get a certificate that tells you where to pick it up, how long you have, etc. And youth, if you are a youth or you brought a youth along on your hop, their prizes are ready to go. Every youth that turned in a passport gets one, and we want to do a shout out to In the Beginning Fabrics because they donate the prizes for all of our youth all across
all year long.
Oh no, we just about had a catastrophe. Wendy's gonna go offline right now and pick up entries so that whoever's in that ended up on the floor. Okay, so that's what's gonna have to happen afterwards.
Okay.
And I think,
good.
is there anything else? Or are we good to?
Well, there's a few things, just specifics that we kind of like to say at the beginning.
Okay.
So everybody, whether you get the physical prize or just the certificate, some very important information on the certificate. Toward the bottom, it will say this prize was sponsored by, and it will have the name and their email address. Please take just a moment and send the sponsors a note to say how thankful you are that they donated these prizes. They love to hear from the shop hoppers. That encourages them. Oh, this is a great event. We're going to sponsor it again next year. Yeah. So just take a moment to do that.
That's it. That's all you got. Nothing else. Well, you said a couple of things.
There was something else there, but I'll bring it up later.
Yeah, we kind of do a recap once in a while about it. Okay. So here's the deal. I also love, we should tell them I am going to write a quilt book. And so I have some topics, which, oh no. So while we get started, you guys have already told us where you're from. And if you are watching from a watch party. And so now what I want you to do is let's tell us how long you've been quilting, how many years you've been quilting. So, and we'll do that. And then I think we're ready to jump right in. I know it seems like we're talking, but we're going to get going here on the prizes and it will go kind of fast. Okay. And I always like to start with the first winner. Oh, you also tell them kind of what order. That's what you were probably going to say.
Oh, yes. So the first prizes in each region will be the grand prizes. Then there are the sponsor prizes, which are the physical ones we have, and then the store prizes. And those will be the ones we send you certificates for.
Okay. Susan
Susan
is our
is
first winner.
the first East Central Regional Grand Prize winner, and she has won a quilt kit, finished size 96 by 102
Ooh, that's a big
from
one.
Polar Fabrics in Liberty, Indiana.
Okay, and that's going to go to Susan White from Noblesville, Indiana. Okay, that's the way to start it. Every name, every part of that name and city was super easy.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go with that. Where
Okay.
is our
24 years, 7
No,
months. That's me.
I saw 40.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Okay.
So the next regional grand for the East Central region is from Zigzag Corner Quilts and Baskets in Greenfield. And it is a free long arm quilting of a queen size quilt top. Too many Q's.
That's it.
That's
I mean,
it.
you're done talking. Connie Hempstead from Greensburg, Indiana.
I'm never done talking.
That is true, but I thought you were going to say something.
All right, next up, we have this regional brand and then one more regional brand. This one is from Grandma and Me Quilting in Portland, a Janome Travelmate TM30.
Wow. Who doesn't want a travel machine? Nancy Hinkle from Indianapolis, Indiana.
So one thing that is also on the certificates that we need you to know are the expiration dates. If it's, a prize basket or a, fat quarter bundle or something, you have 6 months to go pick it up. But for these larger prizes of machines or chairs or tables, you have 3 months from the end of the hop to pick it up because the stores just don't have a lot of room to store them. So we ask that you make arrangements to get them sooner.
Okay. Janet is the next one.
Janet from Red Barn Quiltery in Monroeville. You get a quilt kit with plastic tote and backing of your choice.
Janet Miller from McCordsville, Indiana.
Okay, and so now we are starting with our sponsor prizes. And our first sponsor prize of the evening is from Aurafil. This is a green thread cone.
Can I just read the winner now?
No,
Do you have anything else to say about it?
no.
Okay. That's going to go to Elizabeth Kindig from Grand, Michigan. Okay. First out of stater. Can't wait for the first gentleman winner.
Right.
Usually a celebration.
Okay, next up from By Annie, we have some soft and stable and a pattern.
Ooh. If you haven't made a buy any bag, great way, especially with some of those free patterns. Carlene Dan or Don from Middleton, Indiana.
Next up from Island Boutique, we have a pre-cut stack and 4 yards of coordinating fabric.
Teresa Kritzer from Stockville, Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky.
Yay!
Wow.
That hop has started.
Yes. So we should do a shout out in every state that we come across.
From Needle Travel, we have the 2025 Needle Travel book.
Joy Miner from Clay City, Indiana.
From Ultra, we have a 45 millimeter replacement blade.
Donna Hembry Boland from Kokomo, Indiana. Okay, I saw 42 here. 50 plus.
Yay.
Gloria. Awesome.
All right, next up from QT Fabric, we have the Speckles Fat Quarter Bundle.
Marietta Grusbeck from Sellersburg, Indiana. Would you believe that if I had been quilting for 50 years, I would have had to start as an infant? Joke. We got the big one coming up and I'm not dealing well with
2
it.
or 3 years old, maybe.
Okay.
From QT Fabrics, we have an 12-piece assorted fat quarter bundle.
And that's going to go to Bonnie Jones from Indianapolis, Indiana.
We have from QT another 12-piece assorted fat quarter bundle.
Pammy Edelman from Noblesville, Indiana. Gosh, I feel like I've called Noblesville like 4 times already.
Maybe that's the.
What are you doing there? Tech support girl?
Trying to get the money.
Oh, okay.
From QT Fabrics, this is Stiff Stuff Firm.
Ooh, that is great. I think that's for bag making. Karen Rodriguez from Indianapolis.
And next from QT Fabrics, and this could have a couple applications. It's the scalloped foam, and this one shows the bag, but you can also use it for placemats.
And I've seen some really cute little basket
Oh,
things. So Denise Neal or Nell from Columbus, Indiana.
oh, hey, from Wyndham, and Colleen loves these. This is the contrast, classic contrast back quarter bundle.
And that's going to go to Terry Meal from Fairland, Indiana. Okay, so I think we know how long everybody's been quilting. Tell us now, tell us your best advice for quilting, like whether it's a new person or an existing one. So tell us the best advice.
Okay, next up, this is our last sponsor prize for this region from Yazzie, who we will talk a lot about. We
Yeah.
love our friend Yazzie with her bags. Her bags can be used for a myriad of things, except they're, yeah,
No fishing lures. You cannot, your husband cannot steal your quilting containers for fishing lures. It's strictly against the law.
it's an unwritten rule, but it's a strong one.
So Jane, don't let your husband use that. Jane Lorenz from Peru, Indiana.
And this is a 3-piece house set in teal. Okay, now we are to the store prizes. And so for these, you will receive a certificate in the mail to tell you which store to go to pick up your prize. From Always in Stitches in Noblesville, a prize basket filled with fabric, notions, patterns, and branded trinkets.
Mary Brown from Columbus, Indiana.
From Just Quilts in Albany, a gift basket with coffee mug, jelly roll, small wool mat, gypsy spray bottle, grippy, two spools of so fine thread, and magic pins.
Robin Degna from Newcastle, Indiana. There are no quilt police. Try
Yes.
anything that interests you, except for quilting if you're bad at it.
From Nancy J's Fabrics in Wabash, a pink parakeet quilt kit.
Cynthia Young from Crown Point, Indiana. I love it when we have a winner on. BJL is on.
Yay!
Don't know who that is, but
From Nancy's Fancies Sew and Back, a $50 gift certificate.
Karen LeBrun from Shelbyville, Indiana.
From Polar Fabrics in Liberty, a $150 gift certificate.
Harry Moore from Flat Rock, Indiana.
And last prize in this region, Quilts and Gifts in Bluffton, a $75 gift certificate.
Sandra May from Columbus, Indiana. Okay, we got one done.
One region.
Woo! And nobody's crying. Okay, so let's put this. So now we are going to move on to the Northwest region. Wendy
Yes,
has
as
it.
you see,
right? Like
come on, you
that's
go there.
hard.
There
Ooh,
we
you
go.
The screen is backwards, and it can
It's
get tricky. You have to be a professional, and I didn't practice today. Okay, so
So you need to go first
right.
because
Wait a sec, can we do this real quick? So we have some fun facts. Like people are always asking us about I don't know, lots of questions about the shop house. We have some fun facts here. And I have a number I'm going to ask Wendy, and you guys can all guess it too. Let's do this. I'm going to give you the number. We'll draw 4 or 5 names. We'll draw the regional grand, and then we'll see what everybody thinks it is. And then I'll tell you. I'm gonna try it new tonight.
Okay, sure.
So let's see. What is 289? Tell us what you think the number 289 has to do with the All Indiana shop hall. And then we are going to start and tell Monica what she won.
Monica, you have the first regional grand prize in the Northwest region from Cotton Hearts Quilt Shop in Hebron, excuse me. Is it N? Maybe that's a Hebron. Okay. A quilt kit including fat quarter bundle, pattern, fabric, backing, canvas bag, and notions.
That's a lot. Monica Everett from Kokomo, Indiana.
From Rockville Quilts in Rossville, a koala. I bet I'm having some trouble tonight. The Koala So Comfort Chair
Julia Miller from Wyatt, Indiana.
from So Unique by Jackie and Granger. A $250 gift certificate.
Sally Maroska from Attica, Indiana.
Okay, and the last regional grand. So
Okay,
yeah. Number of miles, number of men who shopped.
oh, there's a good question. There's
Okay,
a good
so-
question.
Wow. Stone Soup Boutiques in South Bend. A $250 long arm certificate, including batting.
Who does not need long arm quilting? Lacey Haney in Wabash, Indiana. Okay,
Okay.
so
What do I
Candy,
think? The number
Yeah, you
200.
tell us what you think it is.
I think it's the number of time.
Tell
Skill. The number of times every person throughout the whole hop, they all had this number. They walked into a store or to another aisle and said, I love this fabric.
That's a good guess because who doesn't love fabric? But what that number really is the number of prizes that we're giving out tonight. So I have to draw 288 names, and we're 10 in, so you better get busy.
Hey, now we are to the sponsor prizes for the Northwest region. From Aurifil, we have the Dolomite Green Thread Set.
And that's going to go home to Diane Scott in West Lafayette, Indiana.
From By Annie, we have Soft and Stable and a Pattern.
Cindy Miller from Goshen, Indiana. Candy, are you letting us know if there's any good conduct? Oh, see, Gail got it.
Nice.
Yeah.
From Island Boutique, a pre-cut staff and 4 yards of coordinating fabric.
Lisa Chamberlain from Oak Landing, Indiana.
From Needle Travel, the 2025 Needle Travel book.
That's going to Diane Witchler from Fort Wayne, Indiana. You know something that we usually try to do is to make sure that we're calibrated just in case you came in a little bit late. Right this second, it is 5:24 p.m. Central Time, so it's 6:24 your time. So if you're watching this and it's not 6:24, you should fast forward to get to the live part. Because I noticed some people are answering old questions. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Don't worry, if you win the next prize, I will protect it and make sure it gets sent out to you because somebody has commented how much they love this item.
Well,
From Olfa, we have the 9x12 self-healing cutting mat.
I mean, come on, that is so cute. First, it's a different color. Second of all, it's a really cute little size. It would be great, like if you're paper piecing or you're retreating and you have one of those little tables next to you. So who wouldn't want it? But Donna Worthwen in Wyan something, Rockport, Indiana.
The first murder of the evening.
Worthwen. I don't know. So I'm sorry, Donna, if you're on, you still get your prize, even if I mess up your name. So
From QT Fabrics, a Speckles Fat Quarter Bundle.
that is going to go to Bridget Altop from Indianapolis, Indiana.
And
Somebody asked how many people completed the entire hop. That is a top secret number.
we don't even know.
Well, and it's just one of those things that we like to keep you guessing because that number is hard to quantify. So we have some
know-
other fun stats that will get you probably closer to the question you're asking.
We know there's people who don't send in their passport.
Right, exactly.
So
Which seems crazy, but
I don't know. It's a nice trophy for the wall.
yeah.
From QT, we have a 12-piece assorted fat quarter bundle.
So cute. Brenda Stratner from Washington, Indiana.
And from QT, we have another 12-piece assorted fat quarter bundle.
And that one is going to go to Barb McGurl from Munster, Indiana.
From QT, we have some more yardage of the Stiff Stuff Firm.
Oh, that's going to go to Rita Flores from LaPorte, Indiana.
And next up for Beauty, another bag of, it's a 4-pack of scalloped foam.
And that is going to Janice Brent Miller from New Haven, Indiana.
From Quilter's Dream, we have the Quilter's Dream 70/30 blend.
That is going to Chris Rank from Indianapolis, Indiana.
And that is a crib size.
Oh,
From Wyndham, this fat quarter bundle is called Foggy Morning.
I love that, those colors. Teresa Crone from Dyer, Indiana.
And from Yazzie, we have a royal blue 3-piece pouch
Ooh.
set.
And that's going to Sue Bowman from Fort Wayne, Indiana. So now we're going to the stores one.
Now we're going
Okay,
to the
well,
stores.
while we transition to the stores one, I want you guys to tell us if you have Shop Hop any of our other events, because we have a special going on for 2025.
Yes.
Yes.
Very special.
So it's called our cruise sweepstakes, the cruise sweepstakes. And Shop Hop Inc. and Stitch in Heaven out of Quitman, Texas are hosting a special prize. And if you visit and you complete all of the stores in a region in 2 or more of our events, you get a prize drawing
One
One
entry for a drawing.
for every region in another event you visit after the second one. That's really confusing. But anyway, and then in December, we're going to draw for 2 cruises for 2 people. So if you win, you are going to be super popular with your quilt seed.
And of course, you're going to buy a souvenir and send it to us.
Yes, of course. So tell us how many other of our events that you have.
Iowa and
Oh
Indiana,
my God.
Kentucky,
Love it.
Tennessee, Planning, Illinois.
Love it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, we only have 14 shares, and our tech support backyard people want you to share some more. So get it out there so we have lots of other people who can join us and check this out. Okay.
From the first store is B Quilting and Such in Munster. Quilters select rotary cutter and replacement blade.
Amanda Deal from Greenwood, Indiana.
From Betty's Quilting in Burnettsville, a $100 gift certificate.
Amanda Keener from Schererville, Indiana.
From Stitch and Tide Fabrics in South Bend, a basket full of miscellaneous quilt fabrics and notions.
And that one's going to go to Connie Skaggs from Lynn, Indiana.
And we're at the last prize for the Northwest region.
Okay.
From Stone Soup Boutiques in South Bend, a quilt kit.
Krisha Youngblood from Muncie, Indiana. Awesome. Okay, we're doing good tonight. You guys are not going to be up late because we are getting through. Okay, let's do another quick fun fact. Wendy, what is the number? Let's see. Ooh, 5,700. What does 5,700 mean to the all Indiana Shop Hop? We're going to draw some names and we want to see what you guys think.
Big number there.
I think
I'm not
it's
so
funny.
big.
We have a lot of people, this is their first shop hop. Now, I wonder if it's the first of our big shop hops or any shop hop, because that's interesting. Okay. Maryland
Is the winner of the first regional grand prize in the Northeast region now from Clothesline Creations in Middlebury, a Tula Pink gift basket with hardware, project bag, and fat quarter bundle.
Marilyn Earls from Indianapolis, Indiana.
From Heartland Country Sewing in Goshen, a Burnett 35.
And that's going to go to Janet Schumann from Columbia City, Indiana.
From Lolly's Fabrics in Shipshewana. Just like to say that. Yeah, Shipshewana, because it's one I can say.
Chippewa Shawana. Chippewa. Is it just Shipshewana or Shippa?
No, Shipshewana.
Shipshewana. Shipwana.
Don't say something bad almost got in there.
I'm gonna
Let's
get bad fan mail. Sorry, I was just having fun.
from Lolly's, a fully bundled quilt kit with pattern for a queen size or larger.
Penny Thompson from Martinsville, Indiana.
Okay, so now the time for my guess.
Okay, yes.
5,700.
I mean, we had some good guesses here, I have to say. I did not see anybody who got it correct.
Okay.
you-
did.
Huh?
I think I know the answer.
Oh, and you think somebody got it right? Oh, okay. We
So
should-
they
okay.
so they said it was the number of cups of coffee needed to get through all the shop hop.
That's a lot of coffee, which means there's a lot of bathroom breaks. No,
I did hear
that is not the number.
I did hear a comment on Facebook. Somebody was talking about a store and they said, and they have the prettiest bathroom.
Give bathroom awards. Okay, that number is actually the number of magazines sold across the state. Now, Wendy, a lot of these people may not know why that number is so important. But if you don't get it already, one of the reasons, besides our husbands would kill us if we were home all day or at the bar. So we love our jobs because we get to make sure that quilting and sewing stores across the United States are here for a long time. Because I, for one, do not believe that you can shop for fabric and sewing stuff online. So we all need to do our part to keep them around, which is what the Shop Hop does. It definitely introduces you and inspires you to, new creations and people, but it also helps support the stores. And the magazines play two important roles, right? One is that our stores keep the money that they get when they sell those magazines, which helps them afford to participate in the event. And it helps you all find them year round. They love it because
It's
you
the
guys,
best list of all the best stores in Indiana.
right? So you'll want to keep that around in your car whenever you're out and about. Our intern has a comment.
We have lots of first-time hoppers.
I know.
And lots of hoppers that are planning to go to Ohio and Illinois.
I know, it's crazy. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's get back online.
Okay.
Diane
Okay.
is our next winner. Really good, babe.
Just remember the rule from Yazzie in royal blue. We have a storage box, and look at all the things you could store, or all the
Except-
things. Yes, except
You know what?
fishing.
Diane Lucan from Richmond, Indiana. I wonder if Mr. Herlaki should not be on tonight. He should be mowing or working in the yard.
No, but you have a different
Mowing,
son.
That's a
not
pink job.
a different.
Oh yeah, that's right. Mowing is a pink job at our house. I meant yard work.
Okay,
Yes, yard work, like
Okay.
pulling weeds and
just
stuff.
had to clarify.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Just in case you all want to know, mowing is a pink job and dishes and laundry are blue jobs at my house.
You
It's
do
in the
have,
marital contract.
you do have eye candy.
Oh,
Um,
eye candy is on tonight. Okay, ready? So,
The first sponsor
We are-
prize in the Northeast region from Oroville, the African wild dog. Don't ask.
we don't know.
We don't know.
We want to learn. We want to be the ones who come up with these thread names. That's going to go home to Lori Stoltz from Argus. Ooh, we have Indiana on
Indiana a night.
Indiana. And what are you?
What are you?
Indiana night?
Hoosier.
A Hoosier, but I feel like there might be other people who are for the other team. So Indiana.
what they call them all.
You guys tell us. How do you say that if you're from
'Cause we're-
Indiana?
Iowans.
So is it Indiana-uns? Okay. Well,
That sounds like a tribe.
Yeah, that's our next question. Inquiring minds want to know, but let's tell Regina what she won.
Some soft and stable from by Annie and a pattern.
Regina Warner from Columbia City. So people are talking about our poppers, Wendy. And
Okay.
we wanted to find kangaroos, but we could not find the little, they were either too little teeny tiny or
Little.
really big.
Yeah.
So if
We
you-
tried.
Yeah, if you find a source that is about that size, we want those.
Let us know. From Island Boutique, we have a pre-cut stack and 4 yards of coordinating material.
Elaine Gibson from Goshen, Indiana. Hoosiers. Okay, I feel like that is not an Indianian.
No, it
is. University stole the name.
Hoosiers are Boilermakers.
Yes,
I
so
say.
it's
Produced.
Oh, wait.
Boilermakers.
We
I
actually,
looked it up.
okay.
It's either Indian, but they don't usually like to go by that, so they go by I'm not gonna pronounce it right, but you just said it.
Hoosiers?
Or Boilermakers.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? I
Yeah.
did not know that.
We are called Hoosiers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Hoosiers. if Patty, the Hoosier, is on,
She just won a 2025 Needle Travel book.
Patty Brand from Waterloo, Indiana. Wow, I'm gonna go do some research. Do you think there are any other states like that have unrelated names?
Well, I guess we better find out because we're going to more states.
Right, 33.
Yeah.
Okay.
From Olfa, we have a 45 millimeter rotary cutter.
And it's in a pretty blue, which is a little different. Why not collect every color? Janice Brett Miller from New Haven, Indiana.
From QT Fabrics, we have a speckle fat quarter bundle.
And that's going to go to Julie Groth or Grothy or Grothy or just Groth or Groth from Westfield, Indiana.
She gives it every shot until that is dead.
I figure if I read it 18 ways, I got one right.
From QT, we have a 12-piece assorted fat quarter bundle.
I love no pressure people like Mary Jo Miller from Shelbyville, Indiana.
We have another 12-piece assorted fat quarter bundle.
And that is going to Diane Bayless from Indianapolis, Indiana.
And some more yardage of the Stiff Stuff Firm.
Dina Matucci. Matucci from Dayton, Ohio. Oh my God.
See, you just gotta
Listen,
stick with it
I
and
know.
land it.
I
And then
love you guys. This is not a reflection. This is a reflection on my old brain not being able to process.
And get ready because in 2 days, we have the New York drawings. And those names are gonna throw her.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Here we have a little history. They've been called Hoosiers for nearly 2 decades or 2
Centuries.
centuries. And something about, it gained popularity when John Finley's poem was in. There you go. Okay. We won't talk about that anymore. But Mert. Now, Mert could be our first gentleman winner of the night, or I mean, that could be a lady's name too. So
Myrtle
Myrtle. Okay,
Yeah.
well, Mert.
has won a 4-piece Bosel scallop foam pack.
And her last name is Duty, and she is from Avon, Indiana.
making sure it's all politically correct.
We got to cover all the bases.
From Wyndham, so pretty. This is called Moss and Meadow, and it goes all.
Jan Gopert from New Paris, Indiana. Okay, look, now I have a fan club. I have people asking me to butcher their name.
Well, they do get a prize.
I know. I think that's what the plan is. You can butcher it and give me a prize.
Here's your consolation prize for us butchering your name. The next butcher gets a Yazzie 3-piece pouch set in teal.
Okay, now we officially have, well, I'm pretty sure. We officially have our first gentleman winner, Bill Reynolds from Evansville, Indiana. Now, Bill, if you're a fisherman, you're going to have to give this to your wife because you can't put fishing lures in it. So,
Nope, not us. All right, now we move to the store prizes where we will send you the gift certificate from Calico Point in Goshen, a Dresden fan runner kit with pattern and fabric in a gift box.
and that's going to go to Shauna Boger, Franklin, Indiana. Starts with the B. Somebody wants to know what our names are. Easy. Colleen, actually not. Spelled with K, 2 E's, E on the end. Herlocker, which is pretty easy, but it's not like the football player Erlocker. Mine is with an H, and hers is really Wendy, or really easy. It's Wendy Marner.
Not Mariner or Martyr, Marner.
Indiana is also the only state whose lottery is named after its people.
I don't know if you guys can hear her off screen, but she is reiterating that Indiana is the only state with the lottery named after its people. So,
Colleen, we can hear her loud and clear.
okay, perfect. We can
Thanks
hear
for
you too.
confirming that, Matt. It was like, God is talking. Okay.
Ginny, what's the deal? Do we know where we are right now with these prizes?
I do.
I don't even know. Are we at these right now?
From Carolyn's Cottage, Cottons in Rome City, back quarters and a ruler.
Ginny Williams from Walkerton.
From Heritage Fabrics and General Store in Napanee, a $50 gift certificate.
Lisa Summers from Noblesville, Indiana.
From Heritage Fabrics and General Store in Napanee, another $50 gift certificate.
Sharon Townsend from Oxford, Indiana.
From I Sell Fabric in Shipshewana. Common Threads Quilts by Holly Thomas Steen for Wilmington Prince.
Braylon Bonsett from Middlebury, Indiana.
From Lowery Sew and Back in Warsaw, a $50 gift certificate.
And that's going to go to Jill Smith from Auburn, Indiana.
From the Quilt Shop at Essen House in Middlebury, a $50 gift certificate.
Katie Cheeseman from Monticello, Indiana. Somebody is playing bingo while they're watching this. Do you think that like they're using us as the bingo thing?
Oh,
Like when we say something, they get it on the bingo card. We should develop that.
yeah.
That's a good idea. And we could send it out and they could play along.
Well, that would be a good
Hey,
idea.
intern, that is your new assignment. Okay. Okay. Got it. We're on it. That's a great idea.
The last prize in the Northeast region is from Yoder Department Store in Shipshewana.
That's going to Beth Habach from Seneca, Pennsylvania.
And it is a custom fat quarter bundle.
Oh.
She's a hopper.
Oh my
She
gosh.
hopped right in
Okay.
before I could read
So
that.
let's see. We are we are halfway
Through
through.
the region.
So let's just do a recap for anybody who joined us live, who has joined us since we did. Now we need some shares. So before we are going to draw one more name. We need what? We've got 400 people on here. We can surely get about 50 shares. We are drawing prizes by region. So you earned an entry if you collected all the stamps from all the stores in a region. You could be in several buckets because if you visited 3 or 4 regions, you get an entry for each. So there is a chance that you might hear somebody's name pulled twice tonight. Congratulations. After the prize drawing,
I will double check all of the entries in the database. And then tomorrow I will send it to our webmaster who will post the winners list on the website. We will also post the link to the website on the Facebook page.
and
And then we will begin packaging and shipping.
okay, so you'll get those out. If you see a physical prize tonight, you will get that in the mail. If not, you're going to get a certificate that tells you where to go and when to pick it up. And there are deadlines. So if you have won something that you get a certificate for, you have 5 months essentially from today, 5 months in a week to go pick that up. If it's a larger item like furniture or a machine, you only have about 2 months. So 2 months in a week. So you want to get on that as soon as you get your certificate.
My turn to
Okay.
give her a question.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
37,700. Take that.
Okay. You guys help me out. Let me see what you picked. We're
We've
gonna go
got
through
4 prizes,
Okay.
4 regional grands.
Carrie is our first winner. 37,500. Is that what you said? 37,000.
700.
700. Okay.
It is a fabric bundle from Benertex.
Carrie Hackard from Frankfurt, Indiana.
From Indiana Quilt Depot in Bedford, a Husqvarna Viking Onyx 15 sewing machine.
Kim Roel from Guilford, Indiana.
From the Sticky Coast in Washington, a $250 gift certificate. If you got a $250 gift certificate, what would you?
Oh, I'd buy a kit.
I
I'd buy a
knew
kit.
it.
I'd buy a kit. Hey, while you're guessing what 37,500, it's funny, but some
I-
people are close.
I know.
I know. I also want, this is a debate for my quilting book,
Book.
right? Tell us if you are a fabric stasher or a kit stasher. Because to me, there's a difference. Like, I just don't buy random fabric, but I do have way too many kits. So I want to know, like, our intern's going to do a little analysis on it. We're going to put that in the book. Her head popped up like this. She's like, I'm getting a lot of work tonight. Okay. Now what
Snack
are we doing?
eaten.
Pardon? Oh, snacks eaten.
Oh, yeah, good one. And
Wait, is it time
This
for
is-
us to tell?
no, after
Oh.
this prize.
Oh, okay.
The
go ahead.
next one
Okay.
is from,
You were pulled for the 250.
oh, so we're waiting for that.
Okay. Charlene is our last grand prize.
No, we have one more grand prize.
Oh,
She's
okay.
the one from the Stitch and Post who won the $250 gift certificate.
Oh, okay. That's Charlene Denny from Morgantown, Indiana.
And the last one is a steel thread organizer from
Ooh.
Yazzie.
That is so pretty. Kathy Coleman from Boonville, Indiana. Okay. So 37,700. I think that is the number of hours it's going to take the average shop hopper to finish all of the projects that they bought during the shop hall.
Do you think that's a viable answer?
It would take me about that long to take care of all my kits that I'm stashing. I swear. So I'm going to have to quit and stay home and quilt today. But
Okay.
what's the real number, Wendy?
The actual answer is that is the value of all the prizes we are giving away tonight.
That is crazy.
$37,000. Yeah.
Okay, so we're back on track now, right? So
Yes, we
now
are.
we are at the physical prices that we have here that we're going to ship you if you win.
From Aurifil, a Tuscany orange thread set.
Gail Zmirski, Gail Zmirski.
Own it.
I know, it's just so hard.
All right. And this is hopefully something you saw along the way at one of the stores.
Ooh,
From
these are
Vague
cute.
Designs, this is an Indiana floor mat kit.
And if you haven't seen these, they have them in all kinds of really cool designs, but they're literally like this big mat. It's made out of canvas. You kind of quilt it. It's really cool. And that one is a commemorative one that they did just for our shop hop. So you could buy it with the cutout of the state of Indiana. That one is going to go home to Julia Teskey from Indianapolis.
Next up from By Annie, we have some soft and stable, and I never do that right, and a pattern.
And that's going to Ellen Coates from Portland, Indiana.
From Island Boutique, we have a pre-cut strip set and 4 yards of 490 fabric.
Sarah Dillon from Bloomington, Indiana. What? Oh, we still are looking for shares. I don't know how many we have. So,
36.
ooh, 36. I think
6 for
we could
this many people.
definitely-
Come on, people. You've got quiltsies out there. I'm sure you met some on the way.
Oh, that's another question. So tell us either who you hopped with or if you met somebody along the way. I love those stories where somebody meets somebody because I'm not a people person and I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. But I think it's a really cool thing.
She doesn't engage.
Except
Except,
for with you guys.
yes,
Okay.
but they're not in the room.
I know.
From Needle Travel, 2025 Needle Travel book.
Cheryl Weisenegger from Fort Wayne, Indiana. I just own that one.
All right.
Yep, good. Cheryl, if you're on, I apologize.
And we have another 2025 Needle Travel book.
And that one's going to go to Lynn Dino from Monticello, Indiana.
You know, and this, we're biased. This is the
Yes.
next best book to
Yeah.
our magazines.
Yeah.
Because we list the quilting and sewing stores that are participating, but this also has wools and yarns and other craft stores in it. So if you're looking for a store somewhere,
Yes.
this is where you go.
Yep. And wait, do I need the winner for that one?
No.
Oh, we've got two?
Yeah, we have to.
Oh, so Beverly gets the next prize.
Which
well,
is
choose.
a pretty blue rotary cutter from Olfa.
How many of you would collect all the colors of cutters? Whatever.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot. I can collect.
Next up from QT, we have the Speckles fat quarter bundle.
Oh, we have somebody who's chopped up with this bike. So, Jude, okay, that one is going to Judith Arand from St. John, Indiana.
We have some watch parties tonight. Just so you guys know.
Yay! There's God talking again.
From QT Fabrics, a 12-piece assorted fat quarter bundle.
Cindy Estes from Carmel, Indiana.
Carmel.
I think it's Carmel.
No.
No, it's Carmel.
Carmel.
Whatever.
We had a lot of people from Carmel. There was a lot of passports that
Somebody hopped in her camper van. I would probably need a camper van to
hold
swap
all this stuff.
but that would be fun.
We have another 12-piece assorted fat quarter bundle from QT Fabrics.
Fran Lordy from Cromwell, Indiana. Somebody talked about topic with her CEO. You know what that
Carry everything out. Next from QT, we have this beautiful Radiant Reflections fat quarter bundle.
Julia Boyd from Anderson, Indiana. Look at so many people went with their friends and family and made, she had a German Shepherd with her too. They made memories. Okay.
Carmel is in California. Well, apparently there's one in Indiana too.
Carmel is in, I think she said Carmel.
Carmel, Indiana.
So it's Carmel.
Well, but they're spelled the same.
They are.
Oh, yeah.
Do you say
Well,
caramel or
Well,
caramel?
do you say
I know.
Colleen or Colleen?
I hear a lot of people call you Colleen.
And I don't care. Just don't call me late for dinner.
Next, we have some yardage of Stiff Stuff Firm from QT Fabrics.
Susan Brewer from Edinburgh, Indiana.
Next, we have some more Bosal scalloped foam.
Sunny Brock from Columbus, Indiana.
Oh, here's some more for a different bag, some Inner Form Plus.
Barb Bragg from Marion, Indiana.
From Quilter's Dream, we have the Dream Poly crib size batting.
Marianne Mullen from Elberfeld, Indiana.
From Wyndham, this is the Blue Bliss fat quarter bundle.
Claire Fox from Elwood, Indiana.
From Yazzie, in royal blue, we have a 3-piece Notions pouch set.
Dana Oates from North Vernon, Indiana.
We have 2 prizes left in the Southwest region from Time to Sew in Odon or Odin, a quilt kit.
And that's going to go to Jenny Lloyd from Columbus, Indiana.
From the Village Mercantile in Boonville, we have a box quilt kit.
And that one is going to go to Joyce Johns from Indianapolis, Indiana. Somebody has a quilter's card that she hands out.
Nice.
Okay, so we are moving on. We have 2 more regions and then like the big prizes. So let's say a real quick, let's do another fun factoid.
Okay.
So you guys are going to guess 29. What do you think the number 29 is related to? The,
Well, since we're talking about,
not my age.
well, I have an anniversary of that birthday every year.
Oh, well, yeah.
But we're talking about quiltsies. How about
Okay.
that's the number of quiltsies some of our shop hoppers made along the
Darn
way.
That would be a good guess, but let's see what they guess. 29. We're gonna draw a few more. Oh, there's a watch party in the greens there. We love it. Okay, Diane is our first winner in the Southeast region. Hey, God, could you move the little indicator over? Go.
Bam. Done.
Listen,
You really should try it.
that is so hard. There.
No.
Okay,
You're not
enough of
doing
So pretty soon, Maddie's gonna just yell out "Moo" from the background. I'm just gonna hear it.
And we're going to be like,
Diane is our first winner of the Southeast
and she has
region.
won in green a Yazzie storage box.
Woo! And that is going to go to Diane Bowenkamp or Camp from Indianapolis.
From So Crazy in Columbus, a Husqvarna Viking Onyx 25.
Darla Harrington from Remington, Indiana.
From the Quilter's Nook in Versailles, a $250 gift
You know,
certificate.
like people are guessing, and it's not the one we're talking about, but some of these are right on. Melanie Kerr from Carmel, Indiana.
Not wrong.
Oh, Carmel.
Yes.
No, but it's not. No, somebody corrected me and said Carmel, Car-Mel is California. And yeah. Yeah. He's from Indiana. He's a Hoover.
I
Okay.
got the two mixed
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Pay attention, Cindy.
Okay, next
Oh,
prize.
Okay.
I just want to make sure where we're
Yeah.
at.
Okay.
From
Sorry.
Three City Stitches Quilt Shop in Greensburg, a set of Color Builder 50 weight Aurifil thread, 36 total large spools. It's a lot of
That is a lot. Amy McClintock from Fishers, Indiana. Lucky girl. Are we done with, can we talk about numbers now? We can. Okay, so what did you guess? 29.
I said that's the number of new quiltsies that people make.
Okay,
top
that
uppers make.
is a good guess. It actually is the number of states that people came from. So that is crazy. But I just want to throw out a couple of other things. So some people guessed the number of stores people visited, and ironically, it's really close. All of our events across the United States, typically you all average visiting 25 to 35 stores, which is usually 2 to 3 regions, which is what we want, especially the first year. And even after, we always have overachievers who have it on their bucket list to visit all the stores across the state. But we don't ever want that to intimidate you so that you're like, I just can't do it. I mean, it's a hop within a hop. So you can pick one hop or a region or 5 hops or a region. And that's what we want you to do you. So that was one that got guessed. Oh, there was something else in there that I was like, it was close. So if I see it, I will. So, okay. Now we are moving on to the physical ones we have on here.
Yep. Some Soft and Stable from by Annie and a pattern.
That is going to go. Here we go again. They're punishing us because we don't know how to say this. Stacy Ludke from Carmel, Indiana.
And from Aurifil, Sicily yellow thread set. So is there yellow in Sicily?
I think it's the sun. I think it's, I don't know. Susan Mach from Sellersburg, Indiana. Somebody also guessed, it was the number of days to shop hop. And actually that average across the whole United States is typically 5 to 6 days. And our hoppers do travel in packs of 2 to 3, and they usually spend 1 to 2 nights overnight hopping. So there you go. Some fun facts.
Everything you want to know. From Island Boutique, we have a pre-cut strip set and 4 yards of coordinating fabric.
Brittany Coleman from Cincinnati, Ohio. Diana, I like time to myself too. So I think that's also a great way to hop. Just some peace and quiet, enjoying the drive.
Nobody rushing you.
Yeah.
Nobody. Yeah. From Needle Travel, the 2025 Needle Travel book.
Marie Seals from Louisville, Kentucky.
From Olfa, we have a 45 millimeter replacement blade.
For Janet Whitmire from Dubai, Illinois, Indiana. Dubai.
Dubois at your strength. And Versailles is in Indiana. So
And I did get Carmel right, finally. Woo! A lot of work, but we got there.
A lot of pressure. From QT Fabrics, these Speckles fat quarter bundle.
That's going to go to Elizabeth Osborne from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Next, from QT Fabrics, we have a 12-piece assorted fat quarter bundle.
And that's going to go to Betty Clark from Fishers, Indiana.
Whoa! And we have another 12-piece assorted fat quarter bundle.
That's going to go to Robin Gaiman from Madison, Indiana.
Next up, from QT, we have the Bosel foam for scalloped bags.
Mary Ellen Kuchar from Indianapolis, Indiana. There's some auto text. It's cracking me up. Hoppers or heifers? Heifers. I missed that one. I didn't see it, but
From QT, we have some Inner Form Plus.
that's going to Joyce Trapp from North Vernon, Indiana.
And we have some Stiff Stuff Firm.
Marjorie Shepherd from Hagerstown, Indiana. So if people are voice texting me, they call me Kleenex. It autofills Kleenex.
Well, we won't go any further with that. From Quilter's Dream, we have Dream Green crib size batting.
Doris Jean Jones from Columbus, Indiana. Have we had anything from Lafayette, Indiana yet? I think so. We're gonna get one for you.
Yeah. From Wyndham, we have the Citrus Celebration.
It's gonna go home to Joan Hayden from Oxford, Alabama. Alabama is a state that we are not in yet,
Yet.
but
We have our map.
I'm glad she's coming out.
We have our map of world domination on the wall above her desk.
Yes, exactly. So, let's see, hang on. Oh, let's ask everybody, let's see. Oh, I want to know. Okay, so first of all,
Is this
tell
for your
us-
book?
Yeah, this is for my book.
Yeah.
Because it's stats. So, tell us if you think a UFO, like, is a UFO something that you just haven't done, or have you had to take a stitch, or you had to cut it?
Like,
for it
is
to
a
fit?
kit a
Right.
UFO?
Or is it only if I get it out and I make a cut or make a stitch? And then tell us how many UFOs you have.
Oh, no.
Okay. Laura Lee.
From Yazzie, the 3-piece pouch set in red.
Laura Lee Hopkins from Greenville, Indiana.
Okay, now to the prizes from the stores. From L&L Yard Goods in Madison, a $50 gift certificate.
Debbie Kennedy from Columbus, Indiana.
From a Little Golden Fox in Madison, a Fabric and Notion gift basket.
Karen Brewer from Monticello, Indiana.
From the Quilting Bee Quilt Shop in Georgetown, a $50 gift certificate.
Dawn Thornsberry from Ossian, Indiana. Is something
is it-
with that?
Yeah, it
screen?
just went.
Well, I wanted to put the QR code, but it changed the whole thing. But here it is. So in case
Oh.
anyone wants to check out our website, we had a few questions about that. So
Okay, we're frozen? No, we're not frozen.
Yeah.
We're pretty fluid.
Okay.
From Scrappy Patches Quilt Shop in Brownstown, a Quilter Select 8.5 by 24 ruler.
Angela Blankenship from Carmel. Oh my God. We can't
Okay,
find
this-
Lafayette, but we've got everybody in the city of Carmel, Indiana has one.
And so, since it's not the same person, but it's all of the city, you guys in Carmel, go buy a lottery ticket. And remember, we get half.
Yeah. So Kendi, how many is the highest number of UFOs that you've seen?
I
let
haven't
us know.
been paying attention
Okay.
to that, but this one says mine is not a UFO per se. It is in timeout because it aggravated me.
That's a good one.
The last prize in the Southeast region is from So Crazy Columbus, And it is a $100 long arm certificate.
And that's going to go to Angie Gloriad from Washington, Missouri. Okay.
Highest thing.
Okay.
I needed that.
I threw the name back in the thing. I think it might have been,
There it is. Angie,
boom, we found it.
There's
put this back down.
We are
10, 15, and 20.
10, 15, and 20. That's,
And
and
Jennifer said that you have to start it in some form for it to be a UFO. If it were a kit,
Okay.
it would be an unstarted project, not to be confused with a
Oh,
WIP,
USP.
which is a work in progress.
US.
Yeah.
That is good because otherwise I'd have too many. How many UFOs do you have, Wendy?
One.
One and only. She is so close and she's done such a good job. Like every point is perfect and she just needs to get to that top in it. No pressure. Oh, 25 USO. Or time.
Or time.
Okay, let's see. This is our last region, and then we're going to be moving on to the big prizes, right? Well, general prizes and some big prizes.
Yes.
So, do we have one more? Let's see. How about 78? What do
I
you
have a
think
question
78
for you.
is?
How many UFOs would you say you have?
Well, I'm
78.
no, no.
That's the number, 78.
For the first 7 or 8 years that I quilted, I did not. I'm a control freak, so I never had one. In the last 2 to 3 years, it's gone wacko crazy. So I have a few, but I'm not going to count them. I have decided though. That's what I've been working on.
Are there aisles in your quilt room?
No, there's not.
No, but she has 2 quilt rooms.
Okay, Haley is the first winner in the West Central region, and she wants to know what she wants. What?
Tammy, you are going to hear from the Aero Company because you have won an Aero hydraulic sewing chair.
Wow, that is cool. Tammy Moore from Greenwood, Indiana. So you're gonna connect them. Right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And arrow information. And they will reach out to you.
78, we have some good questions, some good 78 trombones. That we have some good numbers, so keep guessing there. Okay.
What state was that filmed in? The Music Man.
I believe it's Iowa.
76 trombones.
76 trombone.
Okay. Oh, I thought maybe it was Indiana, and so that's why they said trombone.
I don't sing. I don't know music. Was I right? Is that how it went? Okay. Joyce is our next winner.
And she's going to get a fabric bundle from Benertex.
And that is going to go to Joyce Byer from Joliet, Illinois. Are you testing now? Yep. How are you? I'm throwing the prize entries, the winners over here, and they just catch it. Oh, this is a good one too.
From Quilter Select. This is a 12 by 18 cutting mat. And then
Bum, bum. There's more.
there is a 45 millimeter rotary cutter, batting shears, 6 by 6.5 by 6.5 ruler, a ruler handle, and 4 spools of thread.
That's
Bam.
awesome. And that's going to go home to Pamela Myers from Pierceton, Indiana. Okay. Is that?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
One
one
more?
Ladies,
In
you just gave away a prize to Tammy on her birthday.
Yay! Happy birthday, Tammy!
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Boom.
From Yazzie, we have a purple thread organizer.
And that's going to go to Luana Doolin from Lebanon, Indiana.
Okay. So
78.
I've been thinking about it. And as we're talking about UFOs and those kind of things, I kind of think it's the number of things I didn't tell my spouse that I purchased.
That could be a good one. No, it actually is the number of youth participants we had. Boom, boom, which is awesome. And again, we mentioned this earlier, but if you are one of our youth or you brought a youth with you on the hop, your prizes are on the way shortly, because every youth that participated gets a prize sponsored by In the Beginning Fabrics, and they do it for all of our events across the United States. So if you ever get a minute, buy their fabric, send a thank you, whatever, because we love them.
And with those fat quarter bundles that are going to the youth, they will also get a certificate, and it will have Jason Yenter's name on it and his email. So you can very quickly send Jason a thank you email.
Yeah, he's awesome. And now I want you to tell us if you have who you've started quilting. I mean, it's a youth, awesome, but even if it's a bestie. So tell us if you have started anybody. Sort of along the same lines, I have introduced 3 couples who ended up getting married. So what were you going to say?
Well,
Over
I
there?
was going to add on to that. If they haven't started anyone quilting, who started them?
Oh, there you go. If you haven't started anybody quilting, tell us who started you.
Since she's pulling the I'm important because card,
Okay.
we were foster parents, and my husband talked a couple into becoming foster parents, and they adopted 3 children.
Oh, boom. That's an even cooler thing. Except for, I think getting married is too, but that's special. And
All right.
so is quilting. So let's
Yes.
see who you
Lest
did.
we digress.
Okay, so Leah Carroll, that is a really cool name. It's going to be our next winner. And it sounds like it's there we go.
As I'm shifting and
Yeah,
turning
you
and
just got
tripping
fell over.
from Aurifil, the Verona Mauve thread set.
And that's going to go to Leah Carroll Bennett from Batesville.
From by Annie.
Some soft and stable and a pattern.
And that is going to go to Elizabeth Holthill from Carmel,
Own it.
Indiana. I got all flustered with Carmel.
From Island Boutique, a pre-cut strip set in 4 yards of beautiful coordinating fabric.
Pam Balzo from Evansville, Indiana.
From Needle Travel.
The 2025 Needle Travel Book.
And that's going to Margaret Meert from Mishawaka, Indiana. Is that right? Yeah.
From Olfa, the adorable in yellow 9x12 self-healing cutting mat.
And that is going to Susan Swanson from Indianapolis, Indiana. I love it. I mean, this is cool. They're telling us how they got started and who they got started with.
From QT Fabrics, we have the beautiful Speckles Fat Quarter Bundle.
Stacy Ludke from
Carmel!
Oh my gosh, from Carmel, Indiana. How big is Carmel? I've never heard of it.
We have blown up the aura of Carmel.
I don't think that was ever the same person, but somebody asked if the winner's going to be posted, and yes, you will be able to go to our website tomorrow. And Wendy posts it on the Facebook group page. I think we pin it, right, God?
Yeah,
Right.
I post it that has the link to the website, and then I pin it to the top. So all you have to do is go to the Facebook page and boom, it's the first
Click
thing.
and boom. Yeah. And if you are a winner, you're going to get something mailed to you as well. So you'll know.
Yeah. We'll
Okay.
mail you a drawing slip.
The internet says that Carmel has a population of 100,000.
We've got 99,000 to go. Okay. Shelley.
From QT Fabrics, a 12-piece assorted fat quarter bundle.
That's going to Shelley Gill from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Another from
QT, we have a 12-piece assorted fat quarter bundle.
The Roach from Fort Wayne, Indiana.
From Quilter's Dream Batting, we have Dream Cotton in a crib size.
Nita Reynolds from Evansville, Indiana. Candy, have you counted who started the most? So while you're telling us, tell us how many.
There's a lot of like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I think the most I've seen is like maybe 6. I haven't fully.
Yeah. So tell us how many total you
Oh
started.
well, daughter, 5 nieces, and 1 nephew.
Oh, that's 7.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us if you've started more than 7 people. And just for fun, do you know what 1 + 3 × 2 is? That's been the question of the week. Okay. While they're telling us, Nanette Post.
Nanette, this beautiful from Wyndham, the Island Breeze fat quarter bundle.
Nanette Post from Lowell, Indiana. Joyce is changing her address to Carmel.
Well, move quick.
Yeah.
We've still got prizes to give away. From Yazzie, in red, the Notions 3-piece pouch set.
Bobby Dahl from Franceville, Indiana. Francesville. I think it's France.
That's it for the sponsor prizes
Oh,
for this
okay.
region. Now we're going to the store prizes. This one we do just happen to have. This is from Backdoor Quilts. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 6 different charm packs in here.
Okay, that's going to go to Erica Morrow from Madison, Indiana. Ooh, we got somebody who's done 8. Haven't seen any more than that.
Amy taught dozens of youth at her local library.
Oh,
That's-
nice. From Crimson Tate in Indianapolis, a succulent garden quilt kit includes quilt top, binding, and pattern.
That's going to go to Janice Kroll from Spring Hill, Florida.
Nice.
Yeah,
So you want to give them something else to think about?
sure.
Okay. So 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 prizes left in the West Central region.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a number.
Okay.
81,000.
Say that again.
81,000.
Okay.
Yep, it
that
comes
has-
out the same one
that
the
has
second time.
something to do with the shop, right? The
It
Indiana shop.
absolutely has something
Right.
to do with the shop hop.
I'll think about it, and you all, tell us what you think 81,000 is.
You forgot thousand.
Oh, thousand. Tell us.
That
how
was a
many
little
you
much.
think. Kimberly is our next winner.
From Flavors Sewing Center in Bloomington, a $100 gift certificate.
That's going to Kimberly Peterson from Hebron, Indiana.
From Love It Sew in Avon, an Olfa cutting package includes a 4.5-inch square ruler, 18 by 24 cutting mat, Olfa rotary cutter, and Olfa endurance blades.
Deborah Andre from Paoli, Indiana.
Some of the pasta.
That's
Or aioli.
it's
Is
the
it all?
Spanish. What's the Spanish thing where they just dump everything in it? Paola.
Barbecue? No, it's a food, right?
Yeah,
That's what you're
somebody
thinking?
will know that. So,
Paella.
Paella. That's it. Boom. She gets a word point for the day.
Yes.
Okay, so somebody guessed 87,000 was the number of winners from Carmel.
There you go. From Quilts Plus in Lebanon, a fabric bundle featuring Moda fabrics.
Jeannie Sowers from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Susan
Hebron.
is the closest. Yes. Oh, did I must Hebron. Ooh, it is Hebron. I said Hebron. It's Hebron. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, next. From University of Sewing in Bloomington, a $100 gift certificate. From Klimt.
Peg Reed from Fort Wayne, Indiana.
From Unraveled Quilt Store in Spencer, a fat quarter bundle.
And that's going to go to Marva Meeks from Evansville, Indiana.
Another from Unraveled Quilt Store in Spencer, a $50 gift certificate to Unraveled and a $25 gift certificate to Main Street Coffee. That's nice.
Yeah, soon. Yeah, because then you can go pick up your quilting stuff or go have coffee and then quickly pick up your quilting stuff. Susan Cruz from Milford, Ohio. You know, get it? Caffeine.
Shopping.
Yeah, fast.
From Wabash Valley Fabrics in Terre Haute, a $100 gift certificate.
Elizabeth Rose from Chicago, Illinois.
I don't think we've done too bad in that
Woo!
6th region.
Yeah, that is right. Okay, so 80. What did you say?
81,000. And I'm
So
gonna say what
Okay.
I think it is.
Okay.
And you can have the flourish of the
Okay.
real.
Okay.
The number of fat quarters purchased during the entire Indiana Shop Hop.
But I did see Susan and shoot, somebody's name starts with P. Guessed really close. So 81,000 is the number of times a quilt store door opened during the shop hop. That means the quilt stores in Indiana had potentially 81,000 customers, some new, some returning, but that is why we do this, right? And we hope that you all will go back to some of those stores, that you'll use your magazine to visit the stores that you weren't able to go on, because that's what this is all about, for you to meet and be inspired and discover new stores and new friends and just have a lot of fun. So that is crazy, 81,000 times. That's what we do it for. That's helping keep our stores around for a really long time. Okay,
Because nobody in their right mind.
careful. Somebody might,
Okay.
but keep going. I know where you're going.
Would they have purchased Minky for the first time or just
Right.
let it go? Because Minky is out of this world. And
That's right.
once you touch it, you're hooked. And you can't feel it on the screen.
Right. Okay, so what's next? Are we
Well,
doing?
we've got a couple of things, but
Okay.
the first one I'd like to do
Okay.
is we had a bonus store.
And so if they visited that bonus, they got a special entry, because if you went to the bonus store, you didn't have to go to the bonus store to qualify for some of the halfway or, the grand prizes.
Right.
So,
And our
Scarlet
bonus
Thread
store is Scarlet Threads. Oh,
Yes.
Go ahead. Sorry.
in 12 Mile. So the first prize from Scarlet Thread is a $50 gift certificate.
and that's going to go to Dwayne Cooper from Yellow Springs, Ohio.
A guy. Congrats.
And another.
Yes. All right. And the second and last prize from the bonus store is an Arrow sewing chair.
Oh my gosh. That one is going to go to Tracy Schwartz in Marcellus, Michigan. We have 2 out-of-staters who won that. So the way we calculate that is we know how many giveaways are given out, and every customer gets a giveaway from every store that they visit. And then somebody else asked, are we going to be here for 2026? And yes,
yeah.
we are. Yep. These events are annual events forever and ever. So,
So
we
get those
hope you-
UFOs done because you need to get ready for next year.
all right. So now we have general prizes,
Yes.
which you got an entry if you visited 5 stores anywhere in the state. So let's see, where are these?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, here's another question as we wind down. I always like this question. For the quilting book again. Tell us if your husband, tell us about, well, not just your husband, because you could be a husband and have a wife. So if you tell us if your spouse is a supportive spouse, or if you sneak stuff in the back door, if they are the CEO, carries everything out. I'm always curious. Let's see.
And sometimes she has an equal.
Like one of our last events, she got to do what she wanted at the quilting stores because he did what he wanted at the implement
Yeah, he's bought
machines stores. So yes.
Okay, so Jane is our first general or entry level or whatever you call that.
And from Brooks Biction Stitches, yes, I did say that. We have the Lilacs in Bloom pattern.
And that's going to go to Jane Uncaffer from Marysville, Ohio.
Next, from Mary Ellen Products,
We have a little variety pack, and this is Best Press, and there's 3 different scents in there.
Speaking of gentlemen, James Swim from Spencerville.
oh my God,
Look at it. They're all supportive. I love it.
He never
As it
looks at
should
the
be.
credit card.
Yeah.
Yes.
Happy wife, happy life.
All right. Next, from the LaGrange County CVB in Shipshewana, a $100 gift basket.
Rhonda Hobb from Charlestown, Indiana.
And we have 2 of these from Quilt VT. They're Love My State, and it's a strip pattern for Indiana.
Corey Cass from Schererville, Indiana.
And
And Terry Lamb from Lacona.
Iowa.
Iowa.
Yay.
Uh-oh. Jennifer broke her foot and her supportive husband is driving her 8. That is above and beyond for sure.
From Yazzie, we have a green block carry case.
And that is going to go to Susan Harrington from Fort Wayne, Indiana.
I'm getting that from
Oh,
there.
I
Oh.
do have to say, Melissa said, I spent more at the stores when he went in with me.
Oh, that is definitely supportive. Okay, you got one more for Charlene,
I have a red travel pouch from Yazzie.
and that's going to go to Charlene Lewandowski from Couts, Indiana.
And I have a green travel pouch from Yazzie.
And that one's going to go to Irene Waits from Frankfort, Kentucky. And the Kentucky-Tennessee hop is going on
Right now.
They
Yeah.
are halfway through and popping like crazy. Okay, now we
So-
have a lot. Come on up, Kendi. You're going to help us with these. We have a little choreographed.
So
So we have a
what these
bunch of
are
these.
going to be, this is some of the fabric from the event. We have some panels that we will be drawing for, and then we have some packages of 3 1-yard cuts, just random cuts of the fabric. Now, for the panel,
Say hi, Kendi.
hello, our intern, we need 10 names for 10 panels.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
So are you
I'm
drawing
gonna-
or
I'm
you're
gonna-
counting?
You
Okay.
draw, I'm gonna
I
mark
got the
them off.
first one. Nancy Hartman from Valparaiso, Indiana.
Celeste Brodnick from Fishers, Indiana.
Have to be a little more coordinated, Kendi. Dana Krull from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Colleen McFerrin from Fishers, Indiana.
Ooh, that's a good name. Bobby Varela from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Or 4.
You just keep
Okay.
drawing till I say,
Heather Shulkers from Hamilton, Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Candy with a K, Poe from Connorsville, Indiana.
Peggy Westfuss from South Bend, Indiana.
2 more.
Sarah Usman from, oh lordy, Wapakoneta.
Wapakoneta.
Wapakoneta, Ohio.
Marla Himmis from Vancouver, Washington.
That's a long way.
Okay.
Oh, is that
next,
it? That's
That's
the
it for
10.
the panels. Now we have 2 packages of miscellaneous cuts.
Okay. 2,
Yes.
Teresa Fanker from Versailles, Indiana. Or is that Versailles or Versailles?
Versailles. It's French.
Okay, Versailles. Are we good over there? Okay, we need a couple of minutes there. So while they're taking care of that, I'm just gonna recap because we're close to the end.
Don't type them. Just let it
Wendy or Kendi, do you know what's gonna happen tonight? Or actually tomorrow with all the prize winners?
I think they could check out the website if they didn't see the full live, and you can see if you're a lucky winner.
That's right. And if you are a winner and you want to watch us all again for an hour or 2, the live event will be posted on our Facebook group. But Wendy is going to get all of the winners.
Well, it'll be
There she
posted
is again.
okay, I'm coming in here just to alert you all. It will be posted on the website, so you can head to the website, and that will take you to YouTube where all of our live videos live. So if you want to check out any of our videos, like videos about our projects or our
why
Talk
wouldn't
Tuesday
they wanna
lives,
watch
head
us,
to
Wendy?
YouTube.
Over and over.
You guys are so
Yes.
funny.
And they can go to other
And as
websites.
you fade off to sleep at night. Just what they want to do. Okay,
I have
so
the second one.
oh wait,
There's
the
two.
second winner of the
Miscellaneous cats.
yes, okay.
Kathy Lewis from the Indian.
Oh, I think that's an abbreviation for Indianapolis.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Okay. It is actually pronounced Versailles. Huh. There we go.
Well, there goes my French theory.
We've had that in another state though. I remember that's why I was like, because it wasn't pronounced like the town in the other country.
Yes.
Okay, so now how many do we have to pull?
Well, let's see if we're ready to go forward.
Yep.
Ready?
Yep. Okay, we're ready.
Okay. 24.
Oh, Wendy Boone from
Yes.
Bloomfield, Michigan.
Bruce Mills from Greenfield, Indiana.
Jamie Gaetano from Noblesville, Indiana.
Jack
Just state.
Burkhart from Auburn, Indiana.
Sue Dykestall from Lafayette, Indiana.
We finally got a
Lafayette.
Lafayette.
Well, we had a West one earlier.
Oh, yeah, we did have a couple.
Janet Wallace from, again, Lafayette.
Okay, Carol Lackey from Milford, Michigan.
Dana Lithgow from Columbus, Ohio.
Could you get your heels out of my way? I keep tricking on. Karen Rigg from Kelso, Washington.
Betty Nedman from New Market, Indiana.
Lori Zarek from Vancouver, Washington.
Daryl Chris from Crown Point, Indiana.
Howard Roberts from Mooresville, Indiana.
Maureen Welflin from Zionsville, Indiana.
She keeps skipping me. Tammy Medema from Hudsonville, Michigan. Every one of mine is from out of state.
Shelley Gilland from Warsaw, Indiana.
Sylvia Sperling from Shelbyville, Indiana.
Christy Bearcott from Fort Wayne, Indiana.
How we doing, Wendy? We still
I
got
think-
some?
I'm gonna double.
Oh my goodness. And shoot, all of the youth prizes have or will be going out very soon. And then the other thing that we haven't talked about, so we have a special thank you gift that we send to everybody who finished a region and or the entire state. Those are, they coordinate with the little quilt squares that you collected from the stores. They will be coming out about 6 to 8 weeks. Like, we just sent them to the printers. We have to get them printed. They have to come in. There are thousands of them that we have to package, but they will be coming, but be patient. It could take us a couple of months. So we
Okay.
need a couple more.
Yep.
Cynthia Chiser from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Belinda Balmer from Fountain City, Indiana.
Gail Hester from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Sally Lorewood from Monticello, Indiana. Two more.
Kathy Ownby from Westport, Indiana.
Last one, Judy Moore from Rockford, Michigan.
That a wrap for the entry generals?
Yes.
Boom. All right. Now the two big dogs. Okay. So let's see. Which one are we going to do first, Wendy?
The halfway.
Okay. So the halfway prizes are, you earned an entry if you got, do you know the number?
Yeah.
Maddie,
That number,
Maddie
half
in the
of however
sky.
many stores.
Yeah, half of all the stores. Maddie in the sky, if you know the number, you can confirm that for us. But they could be from anywhere. So you could have finished a region. You could have done just a few in every region. It didn't matter. Let's bring that on over. Where's the, first we have to find the entry buckets.
I did them all,
Okay.
but my hands were full
So
when I came in.
while Wendy goes and gets that bucket. So what else was I going to say? So, and we will be sending out your certificates as a reminder. You have about 5 months and a week to go get your prizes if you want it at one of our stores. And you have about 2 months and a week to go pick up a prize if it was a big ticket item like a piece of furniture or a machine, because most of our stores don't have a lot of space to keep all of those, in stock or, sitting in the back storeroom. So, okay. Ooh, we have quite a few of these good
Yes.
prizes. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, Kenny, you gonna help me? Yep. Okay. We got two of us here, so maybe 26 stores. Oh, 26, 27. Yeah, we rounded down. So
Yeah,
we did
when it's divided by 2 and it's like 26 and a half, we just,
look at Lori is our average 29, 3 regions. That's typically what we see. Okay, I have Lori. Speaking of, oh my gosh, no, different Lori. Lori, what? Oh, go. Color with the breast.
This big, beautiful, bold, metallic screen prints. It's 60 half-yard cuts from Hoffman. This is a gorgeous log of fabric.
A log of fabric. Like, look, literally, it's solid and it's heavy. And that's going to go to Lori Walkman from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Kind of made me nervous. You're turning with that.
Yeah, she's almost taken me out during live before.
Christine won.
From Jaftex, we have a sea urchins quilt kit and 2 fat quarter bundles.
Okay, Kendi, you have to be funny. I'm just going to sit for a minute. Now, I'm witty and funny, so you have to,
That's big shoes to fill. Christine Spat from Fort Wayne, Indiana.
From Quilter Select, a division of RNK Distributing, design and select software.
Lori Dickey from Middletown, Indiana.
From the Creative Point LLC in Findlay, a 1-night or 1 3-day, 2-night stay for up to 6 people. Someone's going to have a lot of quilts. He's calling them tonight.
Deborah Hostile.
Hostetler.
Yes. Okay. Walkerton.
Walkerton.
Yes,
Indiana.
that was a tongue tie for me for some reason.
and my email is
From Yazzie, this big, beautiful in red, a quilter's project bag.
boom.
Ashley Saunders from
Valparaiso.
Yep.
Valparaiso.
Indiana. No, I cannot say it. I can't. But you guys said it.
That's
for me.
why she's an intern. We're teaching.
Yeah.
Okay, from Always in Stitches in Noblesville, a Janome 2030 QDC.
Darlena Warfield from Seymour, Indiana.
If you see more, you say more.
You're making me look awesome.
From Quilt Quarters in Indianapolis, a Janome QOV sewing quilting machine or equivalent.
Dina Dolan from Monticello, Indiana.
From Sewing and Vacuum Authority in Clarksville, a Janome QDV sewing or / quilting machine or equivalent.
And Angie Sechrist from Avon, Indiana.
And the last halfway prize is from Sewing and Vacuum Authority in Greenwood, a Janome Quilt of Valor sewing / quilting machine.
Dana Weathers from Edinburgh, Indiana.
Boom.
Yes. Okay. Brace yourselves, people. We are at the last drawing of tonight. It is for those who finished the entire state, you overachievers.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they want you back after.
And-
my performance right there.
Listen, Mabel was sitting over there waiting for me, and she wants to say hi to everybody. So
She comes to
before-
work with us every day.
Yeah, and she keeps an eye on it.
She helps our productivity.
Yeah. So how many of these do we have? We have 5 of these too. But I just want to take a minute before we lose everybody to say thank you so much for participating, for supporting our stores. We hope that whenever you need a supply, you go to a brick and mortar store, because if we don't continue to support these guys, they're going to evaporate, and they are evaporating across the United States. So you know, if you think you're going to save $1 or $2 by going on to the Evil Empire, it's not worth it. If you do have to shop online, go to a store, not the
The
A word,
stores online.
not the A
not
word, not
the-
to be said. Right.
Yes.
That's called the Evil Empire here.
Yes.
So thank you.
Yes. Should we do a quick recap before
Yeah.
we lose everybody
Quick.
as well?
One of those
Okay.
fast read.
Okay, done.
Okay.
We're doing the last drawing. The information will be posted on the website tomorrow and the Facebook page. We will start shipping things out. You'll get a physical prize if you saw it here. Otherwise, you're going to get a certificate that tells you what you won and where to pick it up and the expiration date of when you have to pick it up by. Also on that certificate is the contact name and the email of the sponsor who gave that prize away. Please just take a moment to send them a message. They love to hear from our shop hoppers, and that also encourages them to keep supporting and sponsoring these events. The youth prizes, every youth is going to get a fat quarter bundle from In the Beginning Fabrics. Their certificate will also have Jason Yenter's name and his email address on it. Please reach out to Jason and say thank you to him as well.
We were off center while you were talking.
Okay.
I had something else to say, but now I can't remember. So thank you all. And here we go.
The first event grand prize is from Edwards Sewing Center in Fort Wayne, a Janome sewing machine bundle.
Okay. And that's going to go to Tammy Schlarf from Rochester, Indiana.
Oh, good for you.
Oh, okay. All right. They like to do one more. Look, she's hooked.
Joanne Cooper from Yellow Springs, Ohio.
Is going to be going
Oh.
to
Sorry.
Let's Sew in Evansville to pick up her Janome CM6.
Ooh, that's a good one. I know. And this is what I was going to say. I know that everybody tonight can't win. I mean, obviously, but I hope that you had fun and you'll remember the memories longer. You will remember those memories longer than you will if you won a prize. So thank you again. And so did you read this one? Oh,
Nope.
Okay. I won't get ahead of myself.
From the French Seam in Indianapolis, a Juki Haruka TL18 QVP.
Donna Voiles from Palmyra, Indiana.
I feel like I'm reading off the numbers of a Porsche.
I
or
know.
something. So maybe it's the Porsche of sewing machines.
The
or
more
quilting
numbers,
machines.
the cooler the machine.
From the Quilted Bee in Monticello, a Bernina B475QE.
What is that? B475. That's a good machine, Darlene Rice from Fountain Town, Indiana.
And Pauline will be there shortly.
You know, the prize that you guys gave away from Let's Sew was the Janome CM6. That has a retail value of almost $7,000. That was a huge machine too. We have
did
some
not
big
shout that
huge
out. We
prizes that we're
totally
doing
should have
tonight.
shouted that out.
Wow.
Woo!
Yes, Let's Sew. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
Right.
Okay.
If any of our hoppers are on and they know Let's Sew, give them a shout out on Facebook and give them some extra
Yeah.
appreciation.
Last event grand prize and the end of our drawing tonight
Janice.
from Zigzag Corner Quilts and Baskets in Greenfield, a Bernina 435.
That is going to Janice Pemberton from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Okay, well, that is a wrap for the first annual. Can we say that now? First annual or first inaugural or whatever, because we're coming back next year. And you guys are awesome. Thanks for supporting our stores. We're so glad you joined us this year. Can't wait to see you next year. Have a great evening.
And remember, one last thing, remember the Facebook page is yours all year round. So when you go to pick up your prizes at the store, take a picture and show it on the Facebook page. As you finish your projects that you have purchased all this fabric for, take a picture, post it on the Facebook page. We want to see all this stuff year round. So keep us informed.
Yep, exactly.